Hello, welcome back. It's Deb and Beck, and here is another video in our Back to Basics series. So this time we are going to be talking about how everything that we teach and everything we do points us back to love.
Yeah, so very much when Deb and I first got into the spiritual conversation that we teach now, it became clear to us that we didn't understand who we truly were. We were having these horrendous, both of us, very horrendous and uncomfortable life experiences without knowing that there was something more to us that's extremely helpful to know, that there's a sort of a spiritual nature, an untouchable essence to who we are. And for us, that makes sense to talk about that as love, to see that we are love, that we are unbreakable, we are whole and complete. And what I notice that makes a lot of sense to me and when I'm working with people is to really focus in on that, because we get very, very caught up in our human experiences at times. We get very hung up on the things that are happening apparently to us and the thoughts that are going crazy in our minds, and we have forgotten that there is more to who we are. And so I'm always keen to have a conversation with somebody about being love and beginning to see that we are love. That is the very essence and nature of who and what we are. And when we come back and remember that about ourselves, all of the experiences that are going on out in the human part of our lives start to shift. And, without even meaning to, it's almost like a magical something that happens as we remember and come back to seeing that we are love. Everything in our life starts to take on a new experience. We're starting to look through fresh eyes.
Yeah, so there was a couple of things that Beck said there that I'd really like to pick up on. And one of them was the fact that we are whole and complete. That totally escaped me. And everything that Beck and I point to and teach and talk about is that our starting point, every single one of us, every single human being, no matter what our appearance and no matter what it appears and no matter what circumstances we are in, we are fundamentally whole and complete. And then that when Beck said about us being love, because I know the other way that I got into trouble, not only did I feel that I wasn't whole and complete, I felt that I needed someone else to give me love or to love me for me to feel whole and complete and for me to feel love. I had to be loved by someone else to feel that. And everything we point to is that there is a slightly different starting point. And it is the fact that we've got our starting point wrong that gets us into trouble. So our starting point here is that we are whole and complete and we are love. And if you just stop for a minute right now when you're watching this video, just stop for a minute and think of someone you love. And especially if it's someone who you're not with in this moment. If you just think of a dear friend, or if your partner's not with you, or a child or a grandchild, just someone that you love. And if you feel that love in this moment, that love is coming from you. It is yours. It has nothing whatsoever to do with the other person. And it is seeing that all love arises from within us. All love is ours because we are love. And another way that I like to think about that is just a short metaphor. If we imagine a lump of plasticine, and there is nothing but plasticine, and then this plasticine gets moulded into all sorts of things like planets and moons and stars and galaxies, and then on one particular planet little bits of plasticine get moulded into trees and flowers and human beings and all of the things that we have in our world. And once we're moulded like that and we become a human being, we totally forget what it is we are made from, and we believe that what we have been moulded into is who we are. But if we come back and remember that we are actually this plasticine, and you could change the word there for love instead of plasticine. Imagine all there was love, and everything that you know is created from that. But we've forgotten that, and we take the things that we see at face value and forget that their actual essence, their core, is what they are made from, is love. And one of the reasons that we can get back there, one of the reasons that we can feel that within ourselves and know that, is because it's true. You know, we cannot remove the essence of who we are. If you imagine making something, if you got a piece of plasticine and made something and made an amazing model out of it, and just say you made an amazing model of a tree, and then you started to think of it as a tree, and then you decided to remove the plasticine from it and just have it as a tree, you can't, because that's what it fundamentally actually is. And so what we fundamentally actually are, the essence of what created us, cannot be removed from us. Which is why we know when we work with anyone, when we are, whoever we are in front of, we know that they have this at their essence, at their core. And if we can find that and guide someone back there, then that's what becomes transformational. That's what makes our ordinary everyday lives, when we live with other people who don't load the dishwasher right, or who leave the lid off the toothpaste, or leave the toilet seat up, or whatever it is these other people do. From this understanding of something that sounds very woo-woo and spiritual and deep, from that understanding, our human experience becomes lighter, easier, calmer, freer, and full of the love that we actually are at our core.
So we hope you've enjoyed this short video series. If you'd like to connect with us, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Dare to Be You. You can find us on Facebook, Dare to Be You with a purple heart, and you can check out our website, daretobeyou.co.uk. Thank you very much.
Hopefully we will see you somewhere soon.
Take care.
Bye.